Hey, how's it going? We're gonna join Iron Chef Charles Bronson again out here in the wasteland. Well, it's not really the wasteland. We're in Sanctuary, in our home base. What we're gonna do today, I already stowed away his stuff, all the loot that we picked up. Um, some of it I put in this little uh, toolbox here that I think came with the place. I don't think I built that.
Just
This
find a
also
nice
came with
spot
the
of
place.
ground and plant whatever you've got. Anything fresh will
Yeah,
be a
yeah, we
great
still
team
don't have
player.
enough crops for them, but we'll get that figured out later. Um, And then I just, came over here and dumped all the junk, pressed Y to store all junk. If you want to save any particular junk, you can always throw that in the toolbox. Like, if you pick up, like, a baseball base, and you're like, hey, I want to make a baseball diamond back at Sanctuary, you can just throw that in the toolbox instead of the workbench, because if you throw it in there, it might get used as leather or whatever's in it for something. I don't know. There are things that use leather. Don't make me think of one right now. Yeah, maybe like seats or something. Chairs, certain chairs. Anyway, so I was chatting with my friend Lou, and we were talking about the virtues of building structures, and I was like, hey, kind of working on sanctuary here. So why don't we check that out? The great benefit that both of us agreed, the great benefit for building these structures is that you do get a lot of XP, and that's always fun to level up a little bit more. So why don't we do that? Why don't we move some of this stuff out of the way? When you're building, you do want to make sure that you're using the right materials. I think I'm going to turn this into more of like a lodge kind of place. Don't mind me, I'm just moving some of these little pieces out of the way because they don't really mesh up right, I feel, with the walls. Actually, this one doesn't either. That's not working okay. I'm not going to keep that there. As you can see, there's like a little seam that you can see between the walls and the floor of the staircase structure there, the prefab staircase structure there. So I don't want to use that. A lot of these things kind of picky. Let me get this out of here too, actually, because I want to have one of these big pieces. See these big floor pieces? They're two different large floor structures. The first one you can see here is ground floor shack flooring for you of the large type. Same thing with this one. There's really not much difference between them except for one wood. You save one wood on that, so if you're running low on wood, you use that. And then really there's no difference between this and the first one, resource-wise. The only difference is that it's too thick. It's too, I guess, floors thick. So when you place it, it'll completely cover the top of the wall. You won't get any cracks between the wall and the floor above. Let me move some of these out of the way. Actually, I'm going to move all of these out of the way because I don't want to leave them there anymore. But I'll find another use for them, so I'm just sort of putting them out of the way right here. Move that. Okay, that's fine. So, yeah. So here you go. This is the 2 deep floor. And as you can see, the staircase that we saw before this, that goes 1 deep. So this is really just for the ground floor. I don't know why I had that on the second floor. It was pretty late when we were playing that night, as it usually is. So I probably wasn't thinking right, as I'm usually not at this hour. So yeah, I'm gonna make like a little lodge with a, I'm gonna leave the space open in the middle here. Now, you could try and, take this staircase structure and try and fit a way in there, but that's oftentimes a pain in the ass. I don't like to do that because you have to find just the right spot on the floor to creep it in, and it gets annoying. But they give you this ladder, which you really can just place anywhere, so I prefer to use this a lot of times. And just find a good spot. So here's the entrance. Where would we think this would go? That? Yeah, that's good. Alright, so yeah, now we got our second floor going here. Now, Lou and I were talking about, building structures, and, it's good for XP, but, there's not really any particular use other than it's just places to keep your people and stuff. So, that's why we kind of go with a lodge for this, kind of an entertainment center for everyone, I guess. Maybe we'll build, when we get some more resources, we'll move the bed out of here, we'll put a bar, and actually, I don't even think we have to wait until we get more resources. If you do build a bar, let me try and figure out what it was under again. If you do build a bar for your settlers, yeah, they don't play pool, but if you build a bar, you can build a pool table here, and we do have the resources for that. I'm going to save the resources for later. Here's the bar. So if you build a bar, your settlers will take a seat around it and drink. This miscellaneous furniture section is kind of fun. You got like a little ottoman, you get television sets, including this weird sort of space age looking one. Toilet, which doesn't really look usable. This is also where you can build your bobblehead stand. It doesn't come in any of the, any of your houses. You don't get like a megaton house in this game. So anyway, if you build this bar, and you put stools around it, so you can build stools like this. I think they're all the way at the end. If you build little, let's see here. See the different types utilize different resources. They have different looks to them. So, you can go through the different ones and see which one, which one strikes your fancy more. This one's kind of cool. Kind of looks like a actual bar stool. So yeah, why don't we build a couple of those? You could also actually, you're in Sanctuary. You can also look around. I'm sure there are a couple of stools that you can pick up in these houses and just move over here. You just select it and move it over. We'll do that with this bed, actually, now that that's a bar room. No one's going to be sleeping in there anymore. So yeah, now the now the Sanctuary settlers can go over here and enjoy a drink, and occasionally you will catch them doing that if you build a bar over there. So yeah, let's build some. Let's just make some very simple structures that even the simple structures, you can get a lot of XP from building in this game. Let's see. We're on walls. Let's look at the different kind of walls. You can put these doorways on. They don't just have to go on the first floor to let everyone in. You could also put them on the second floor and make like a little balcony. So we got like a little balcony going out here. course, when you use the doorway wall, notice how it's a little bit more thick there. So you want to use the next wall over, which is sort of matches that thickness. If you go over here, it'll be a little unseemly there. So you just want to, oh, right, that's not going to work there while we have this piece of floor right here. It's not a perfect building. It's not as easy and simple and, easy to work with as Minecraft, but you can see that that's what they were trying to go with here. They were trying to make something kind of Minecraft-y, Sims-y kind of thing, but, yeah, it's not quite as seamless as that, but, it's fun, they do allow you to, you don't have to be an architect or anything to build something fun and interesting in this, just like those games. You don't have to be a engineer of any kind. I like these sort of walls. They come with built-in balconies, so you can look out over the wasteland there. And they use different resources as well. These ones with the open walls use 5 wood, 4 steel. This one uses 4 wood and 4 steel. This one over here, but it also uses 2 cloth, because it has a little curtain there. Of course, when you're doing these kind of balcony walls along with the flat walls, you're going to have to close off this one end, and you can go all the way to the end here, and you'll find, this. And there's 2 kinds. They use the same amount of resources, so just go with whichever one you think looks better with the level. There we go. We leveled up already. Like I said, that's one of the benefits of building, going all out with your settlement building, is that you do level up quickly, and it's it's something that you can do very easily at the beginning of the game, after only looting a couple of places. What did we do? We haven't been too far. What did we do? We did that main quest, right? The main quest in Concord, where we got the settlers and brought them back. That was the E3 footage that we played through. Went through that ranger cabin, Gorski cabin. We visited a famous Walden Pond there. We only looted a few places, and we got enough loot to definitely build this lodge here. Oh, there, see, that depressed guy is sitting at the bar and chilling. Maybe he'll have a drink or something and forget his worries. I don't know what the hell happened to that guy, but he's got some issues. So yeah, you can build little corners here. So let's go back over to these sort of these balcony walls. I like these bits here. We could put a couple more. Oop. That's going to get annoying. So as you can see, it doesn't really hurt us when we're on the 2nd floor, but when you go into the higher floors, you will get hurt falling down these little, pits in the middle that you make. So I'm kind of going with a Marriott Marquis, Times Square style lobby here. So I'm gonna put these railings here so people don't fall down. Of course, I think a lot of people commit suicide there, but that does seem like a proper place to do it, doesn't it? So sometimes, it doesn't allow you to place. Oh, right, we're not done building walls over there. That's going to happen sometimes. I kind of wish that they allowed you to go into a sort of third-person mode for this building, because working it out in the first-person mode, or at least turned off the clipping so you could just sort of float around and go through walls and things. But you do end up falling off of things sometimes. So let's go back over to walls and fill this in. So really, hopefully you're finding this as simple as I found it. Just you can simply make complex structures. And like I was talking with Lou, there's no reason to have the complex structures other than you get a lot of XP, and that's particularly handy at this stage in the game when you don't when you want to level up, you want to gain more perks and stuff, and your combat skills haven't really fleshed out. You haven't really picked up any good guns yet, so you want to pick up some of those little perks to give you an edge. Once again, we got the balcony walls meeting with the flat walls, so we're going to put another one of these little pieces in there. So yeah, our lodge is coming together nicely over here, and definitely got to put a third floor. But for right now, let's go with a very simple structure. And you know what? To show you what I mean by simple structures going into complex structures, I'll do it right here. So let's go back over here. Remember, I had this piece of stair over here that I didn't really have anything I needed to do with it in my lodge over here. However, I can think of a good use for it right over here on my balcony. I'll have a 2-floor balcony, and let's take some of these pieces as well. What do I have? Do I just have 3 of those? Okay, I just have 3 of those left. Oh, no, 4. Or is that the same? No, it's the same one. Alright. And once again, you can always build more, but you do have to be mindful of that size meter. You can see the meter in the top right of the screen there that says size. Eventually that's going to run out. Or fill up, or whatever it does. It'll turn yellow, then it'll turn red, and then I'm guessing it won't let you build any more stuff. And you do want to keep in mind for later in the game that there's other things that in this build menu that we just can't build yet. For example, stores. You need the local leader perk to build the stores. I don't have that perk yet. Maybe I'll get it later. We can play around with that a little bit. In fact, yeah, I'll get that later on. We'll play around with that once I get my charisma up a bit. We'll play with that perk. We'll build some stores, see how much money we can get from there. But you do want to keep in mind, my point though, is that you want to be mindful of put that there for now. Yeah, this will do well. You want to be mindful of that size meter because yeah, if you do want to build some stores later on, you don't want to fill that up. You'll have to break stuff down, and which you can do. All of this stuff you can scrap. I can scrap that, but all I'll get is the wood back. So even this, I'll get like 2 wood, 4 steel, and I think that's half of the resources that went into it. So here's a simple structure that you can build. You can build this on the ground floor. You don't have to put this, branching off of a balcony. We can build this right in the middle of the street over there if we felt like it. But I'm going to show you how we could just build it right off the balcony here. Put a doorway there. And these little structures, you don't even have to build floors for them, because if you use these steel balcony floors, they fit nicely with the round doorway. And if you use 2 of them, you got a complete floor there. So, we can keep going with this. We can make it like I said, these don't have to be architecturally or structurally sound, apparently. So yeah, there we go. We got this 2 in deep, and at this point, um, do whatever you want to do. Um, you can cap it off. You can put the end there and just have it like a little bedroom for someone. We can go over to the prefab section. If he's caught over here, yeah, over here. There are these little pieces. This will help you fit these little tube sections that we're making with other sections, such as, this, or I'll show you that in a second, actually. Yeah, we can put 2 of these at the end and make it sort of like make it kind of look like a giant metal dildo growing out of this. So maybe we'll do that. Let's have a giant metal dildo growing out of the side of our lodge. And here we go. Giant metal dildo. But hey, let's get some more XP, right? Why not? I'm not satisfied with just a giant metal dildo. I want something else. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah, there it is. It's just growing right out of there. Yeah, let's make some railings, or else we're going to be falling off of this, I'm sure. Not walls. We want to go over to miscellaneous, and there's our railings. Put one of those over there. Oh, right. What about that? Okay. Okay, when you use the slanted out walls there, you'll find that these don't fit right in there. But we can do something else. We could put another one of those ladders over there, and there we go. There we go, problem fixed. Just got an extra ladder. This one will put another ladder over there. Okay, so we got our big metal dildo. This will make a nice little bedroom for someone. Just, what do we have to do? We just have to throw a bed in here and a door. So, yeah, you don't have to go hog wild. Sleeping mattress, or sleeping bag. Door. There we go. Door. And it's done. So that's really like a very simple, that's like the most simple kind of structure that you can make out of those little metal tube-like walls. And yeah, that looks good. Well, no, it doesn't, but it'll do. Okay. So, let's go on to the second floor. Let's build another one of these little tube wall structures, but let's go a little bit more complex. Yeah. What did we do? We started off with this little circle wall with the doorway. Went over to the tube walls. You can see that there are 2 other kinds here that you can use, but really I find that this one all the way to the left, that kind of meshes with this wall type better. You'll probably find other uses for these other pieces if you're doing a different kind of structure. But if you're making these kind of tube structures, not the first wall, of course, that's a more square structure, but the second one that's kind of the best one for you. So as you can see, we've built a lot so far between the lodge and our giant metal dildo, and gotten a lot of XP, and we still got a lot of resources left. So yeah, let's make this one a little bit more complex, so I can just show you how, if you don't want to just make a bunch of giant metal dildos on a tree or in a field, um, you know, that's understandable. Really, it is. So so let's go with something a little bit more complex. We could do like kind of a T-shaped dildo by putting one of these, two of these, and then going back to this wall and putting that in the middle. But I want to build off of this piece right here. So I think I want to make this, make more tubes that come out of this. So you can do two things. You could put four of these together, build four of them together off of here, in sort of like a T fashion like that. Or you can go down to prefabs and they have that already put together for you. So we can do that. And makes it a little bit simpler. There are other prefab structures. You can build, if you don't want to spend time building all this stuff, you can go something like that, or just build a bunch of these things, or whatever you want to do, really. But I kind of like this part of the game. But I enjoyed Minecraft and Sims and all that other stuff, so kind of goes with the territory.
Tell myself,
So
get through today. Now, you've been through a rough time, man.
let's see.
The worst. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I still don't know what that guy's
Hey,
problem is. But
I know I haven't.
let's see. I can have another
around here,
tube
I'm
over
really trying
there.
to do better. Okay? Come on, there's nothing to apologize for. You worry
Gonna
about
put a wall there.
Everything will take care of itself. Okay.
And
Thanks,
let's see. Do we want to build
Thanks for checking in on me.
further off of here?
We look out for our own.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, I think we do. So we'll put a little cap. Maybe we'll put two balconies coming off of this one. Right? Yeah, why not? So go back to floors. Yeah, we may have some floors still lying back there, but I don't feel like going all the way back there. So I'm just going to go with these right here. A little balcony. Another little balcony over here. Two. Alright. So there we go. Another little structure. We can have, I don't know what we'll have going on in here. Wouldn't really be good as someone's living quarters if other people are going to be traveling through here, which is, I think, what we're going to do. You can build pretty high, so I think we're going to make a couple more of these growing off of here. If you think that's a good idea. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm crazy. But yeah, it's something that I want to do. I want to build more. I want to build more craziness. Where's it gonna go? Okay, that'll be good. Alright. So, got another one up here. Another story to our thing. And here, Sanctuary, I think you can only go 4 stories high, maybe 5. Other settlements, I believe you can go higher. The drive-in lets you go really... the drive-in lets you build really tall structures. So if you want to go with height, I would say go over to the drive-in and just go nuts there, really. That you won't go wrong there. We don't need to go too high here. But I do want to show you a couple more examples of these little tubular structures that you can do with, just very simple to do. And okay, so I was showing you these pieces over here where you can get a prefab version of 4 of them put together, which would kind of look like that, but on both sides. But we're just going to put 2 here, and then we're going to go with these little corner pieces right next to it, and then finish it up with one of those. And we have another little bedroom going over here. Alright, so there you go. There's some very simple little structures that you can make, and like I said, there's not really much you can do with them at this point. Just make them little bedrooms or little playrooms for people, little treasure troves for yourself. But you get a lot of XP, and it's fun. Honestly, that's what I get out of it. Is it's just I just get a lot of fun out of building these weird looking things. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but yeah, I get a lot of satisfaction out of looking at this. So yeah, there you have it. There's simply building complex structures in Fallout 4. I hope you enjoyed it, and check out next time. Maybe we'll mod up a gun a little bit more and go venturing further into the wasteland. Okay? So, yeah, get out there, loot a bunch of junk, and get building at some weird stuff. And send me a link if you have picture or video of anything that's really particularly weird. I'd love to see it. Thanks.